Cleve Du Bois coughed, the polluted earth air scratching his throat. Dust and smog filled the sky, obscuring the sun. Earth was dying. Wars raged. Gangs ruled the streets. Hope was a rare commodity. Cleve clutched the acceptance letter. It was his family's ticket out. They were chosen for a one-way trip to Zaria. Zaria was once called Mars. Now it was humanity's new home. A fresh start.
He looked at his wife, Bridget Ann. Her red hair, usually vibrant, seemed dull in the dim light. Their 6 children huddled close, their faces a mixture of fear and excitement.
Leaving Earth meant leaving behind loved ones. It was a decision that tore at Cleve's heart, but staying meant condemning their children to a slow death on a dying planet. He knew what he had to do. For his family, he would brave the unknown. The day of departure arrived too quickly. Cleve hugged his mother, her frail body racked with sobs. His brothers, their faces grim, clapped him on the back, their silence speaking volumes. This was goodbye.
Bridget Ann shepherded their children onto the transport shuttle. Tears streamed down her face. She was leaving her home, her memories, everything she knew. But she was strong, for Cleve, for their children.
The shuttle rumbled to life, its engines a roar in the stillness. Cleve watched as Earth, his home, shrunk below. He felt a pang of loss so profound it stole his breath. He was leaving behind a part of himself. But he carried his loved ones in his heart, and he clung to the hope of a better future. The SpaceX Decker ship filled the viewport, a testament to human ingenuity. It was massive, a city in itself, a shining beacon of hope against the backdrop of the cosmos. Cleve felt a surge of awe. This marvel of engineering was their ark, carrying them to a new life. They boarded through a docking station, bustling with activity. Technicians scurried about, their voices a low hum. Families, their faces etched with a mixture of apprehension and excitement, shuffled through the corridors.
The Decker ship was a labyrinth of corridors and compartments. Cleve marveled at the artificial gravity, the soft glow of the LED lights, the hydroponics gardens that promised fresh food. It was a stark contrast to the desolate landscape they left behind.
Cleve had seen pictures, of course, but nothing could prepare him for the sheer awe-inspiring spectacle of space. Earth was a distant blue marble, fragile and beautiful. The sun, no longer obscured by smog, bathed everything in its golden light.
The vastness of space, dotted with stars that glittered like diamonds scattered on black velvet, was both terrifying and exhilarating.
It was a sight that humbled him, made him feel insignificant yet strangely connected to something much larger than himself. The children, their initial fear replaced by wonder, pressed their faces against the observation deck windows.
Oh my.
Bridget Ann gasped, her hand flying to her mouth. In that moment, all their fears, all their uncertainties, seemed to fade away. They were one family, together, facing the unknown. Life on the Decker ship settled into a routine. Days were filled with mandatory classes. They learned about Zaria, its atmosphere, its gravity, its fledgling society. The children, quick learners, adapted faster than Cleve had imagined.
Dad, look, I can name all the constellations now.
He found himself drawn to the observation deck, mesmerized by the ever-changing tapestry of stars. Sometimes, if he was lucky, he'd catch a glimpse of other spacecraft, their lights blinking like fireflies in the distance, all heading towards the same destination.
Despite the initial wonder, a constant undercurrent of anxiety ran through the ship. The enormity of what they had left behind, the uncertainty of their future, weighed heavily on everyone's minds.
But there were moments of joy, too. A shared meal, a song sung together, a child's laughter echoing in the corridors, reminders that even in the vastness of space, life found a way. As the days turned into weeks and the weeks into months, a palpable excitement filled the ship. Zaria, once a distant red dot, grew larger with each passing day. The anticipation was tangible, a mixture of hope and trepidation.
We're almost there. I can't wait to see it.
Cleve looked at his family, their faces flushed with a combination of excitement and anxiety. They were about to embark on a new chapter, to start afresh on a new world. The journey had been long, fraught with uncertainty, but they had faced it together.
Zoria beckoned, promising a new beginning, a chance to build a better future.
As the Decker ship began its descent, a wave of emotions washed over Cleve. Fear, excitement, hope. He took a deep breath, ready to face whatever awaited them. They were the pioneers, the founding members of a new society. The future of humanity, fragile as it was, rested on their shoulders.